hear us this time? I hope you can hear us this time, because if you can't, then I don't really know what to do. Because honestly, this is the second time we've had to record this, and I hate pestering my mom to do this kind of stuff because she's already going through enough as is. I mean, you know, she's got all these cats to manage. She's got to manage my stepdad, and she's also got to manage, like...
You. Nah.
Well, you just had to put that out there. I mean, come on. But, hi, everyone. We're back once again. Your friendly neighborhood renegade, Nate, here. And
And his mom, Ann.
Yes.
And it's been 10 years since I've seen you guys.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute.
I've since joined I'm the member and very proud of the OAF Society.
Ah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, honestly, you bring a good, what is it? A good, like, you bring a good vibe to the OAF Society.
Thank you.
You bring the best vibe because, honestly, it's just like, what did Frank Sinatra say? You make me feel so young.
Oh, yeah.
You make me feel like there are songs to be sung. Sorry.
My son, the crackhead.
Well, hey, you raised me.
I know.
So what does that say about you? So, yeah. Everybody, my mom hasn't been on a video with us for quite some time, and she's been out of the loop on how we do things here. But it's pretty simple. You know, we sit here, we react to videos that people send in to us. Specifically, a crazy man by the name of Steven sent some videos in to us, and oh boy, do I have are we going to have some fun today? So,
yes.
We tried to react to this one last time, and as you saw in the beginning of this, I'm gonna play a part of like the original reaction where we have no audio, and to which I'm gonna wait for people to be like, no audio in the reaction.
What's going on?
And then enough time will go by to where I'm just gonna like click over to this one and just be like, ha ha ha, gotcha. But yeah.
Yeah, we've done this once already.
We have, so
painfully.
Yeah. So yeah, and Kate sadly is still not able to join us because she's tied up at this moment. She was sick last time, and she's still not feeling the best. So it's just
It's us.
It's just you're just gonna be stuck with us. As painful as that is, I know. You know, you can only see this face so many times just before you're just like, get off the screen. But leave her on there.
No.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on here. So, Morphman. Oh boy.
Here we go again.
Yeah. So, I guess we regaled about like computer games and how like they used to be back in the day. A lot of them were really cheap made and were packaged as like educational and all that. And you know, you dealt with them like when you were in education and everything. She's a former teacher. She taught for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was a great teacher. Everyone always like voted her like best teacher because really, like everyone loved her because she was the art teacher. And
that's what I say. That's the reason.
Well, no, it's because you made art fun. Because there's so many art teachers out there just be like, to understand the postmodernistic interpretation of Van Gogh's work, you must understand what it means to be a Dutchman in this era of France. It's like, what? No.
I had some of those in college.
No, I know. I had some too. Oy, I'd rather not. Oh, and once again, we are getting visited by the kitty cats. That's Daisy. She's behind the screen right now. Day. Day.
Come here, girl.
Come here, Day. Who's that cute girl? Who's that cute girl right there? Oh.
She's like, I'm gone.
She is where I can't hold her with both arms. Like whenever I set the microphone down and I'm like able to cradle her, she's like a baby.
She is.
She turns into a little butterball. But she's sitting over there. She's our tiger stripe girl. But yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's get this shit over with. So this once again, Madre, is Morphman. Get this up on screen. Here we go. I am so sorry.
Morphman is an interactive adventure game designed by Dynamic Dimensions Development that was distributed directly on digital disc.
It was released for Windows 3.1 in 1993.
That's so crazy.
I know.
You might not have
Before
heard about this
95.
company before, nor this game, and we honestly don't blame you. Dynamic Dimensions Development, as far as we can tell, only created this one title. Beyond that, little is known about them.
Morphman is
They probably went
described as the
extinct
first
after this.
software to
Probably.
combine 3D animations for Windows. The first to use 3D explode, disintegrate, and glow effects.
With the arrival of the CD-ROM format, game companies finally had access to a storage medium with tons of free space to do just about anything.
Many developers of the era began producing what was referred to as rich media. It was heralded as a movement to greatly surpass what came before it. This could include full motion video, sharper visuals, high quality audio. It was a gift. And new types of
Look at that
interactivity.
writing.
You know, like
Yeah.
Spider-Man in the
Look
Sinister
at all those
Six.
pixels.
My spider sense is tingling.
So much rich content.
In 1993, I can see how something as simple as a glow effect could be considered revolutionary. Nowadays, though, heck, even our editing software can add a glow to things.
Oh gosh, we're going nuclear!
How exactly
right.
did a
You're
game
right,
this
man.
revolutionary go under most people's radars for so long?
What does it play like? What is...
Oh, you hear that? Oh, you hear the purring.
You love my mommy.
Uh-huh. Ain't that right, Poppy? Oh,
Probably bite my nose.
oh, don't do that
There you
now.
go. You're fine. Go ahead.
Okay, let's keep her going.
Oh,
is it
I gotta
about?
say, real
Sounds like
quick,
we need to boot up our.
all I think about when you're talking about video games and how old they are is playing Pong. I
Yeah,
played Pong.
I bet.
I do.
Pong was like on it.
And we thought it was
much
so
like
cool.
Solitaire, much like Solitaire on every PC. Pong was on every PC back in the day, and yeah, it's
I had an Atari though, and we played it on TV. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know, we actually found one of those. It was in at Kate's dad's place. When we were cleaning it out, I found this huge tote filled with like old video games, and one of them was an Atari. Not only that, but they had the wireless Atari controllers.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, really
I
swanky.
never knew they made any of those.
Oh, I didn't either. And then I saw those. I'm like, really? All right.
Old Windows machine because it's morphin' time with Morphman.
We begin with exciting 3D titles flying at the screen.
And suddenly,
That's not... Wait, is that...
Ronald McDonald rendered right there before our very eyes.
Got the big golden arches and everything.
Oh God! What I again with like this Ronald McDonald looking son of a gun. I can't stand it. I'm look. I'm all about like oh, what do you want? She's tapping me on the shoulder. She's like, hey, pay attention to me. What? Oh, she stepped on my bag. No, come here, girl. Oh my goodness, who's that good girl? Listen to her purring. She's a cute one. But yeah, Poppy,
So I'm gonna stick my butt in your face
of
now.
course she
Nathan.
is. Yeah, she's like ass right in the face. And there she goes. So, yeah, I guarantee you if they could have put the Ronald McDonald sponsorship on this and made this a game about Ronald McDonald, could you imagine how much money they would have gotten to
I
make
think
this
they
game?
played off of the similarity of the M and the Ronald McDonald look.
I guess maybe to try and rip it off. Like
Exactly.
To try and be like, oh, it's like Morphman is
Like into
secretly-
Coming into America.
Oh my gosh, McDowell's.
McDowell.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Watched that movie when I was like way too young. There was actually one scene in particular you literally told me that I had to leave the room for, and it was the bathing scene at the very beginning where that woman comes out and
yeah.
she's and as soon as that scene was over, she's like, "Okay, you're good." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And I walked back in and then whenever they started swearing a lot, y'all were just like looking over at me, looking at me, hearing those words, and you were just like, better not hear you saying those. Because I remember the taxi driver just getting up, "You dumb
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, me too.
I'm morphing it.
Holy
Oh, here we
crap!
go.
What's happening?
He's morphing into a jet fighter.
If you were to morph a human being into an aircraft, how would you envision the morph going?
Maybe the wings would be his arms.
Maybe the nose would be his face?
Instead, though, his body's morphed with his left leg becoming a wing, his right leg becoming the nose, and this little dangly thing sticking out between his legs. What's that?
I think it's called the
coccyx.
canard?
Oh, yeah, it's his canard, all right.
Oh, I'd rather not.
That'll be gross.
The jet transports itself from space into the sky. How? What? Screw it! Morphman's on some kind of intense mission.
Action!
Adventure!
Wind. I think I heard a cloud sigh in the distance.
For your viewing pleasure, we've actually zoomed in this video.
Because in reality, the game looks like this.
Okay, so everything's played through this one box right here. All of it done with full motion video, while the rest of these empty gray boxes do something, eventually?
But wait, look below the video. We've got subtitles. Did we accidentally toggle off the voiceover? I mean, this is a rich media experience, right? It has glow effects, people. Glow effects!
Nope. Zilch. No voice acting.
No
so, put on your
voice.
fancy reading glasses and do your absolute
should've
best to
put mine on.
imagine what someone that looks like this probably sounds like.
Great camera on this jet.
Oh, this voice.
Yeah, that's
that's
probably
accurate.
So, where's
So-
this
oh,
castle?
sorry.
Where?
Oh, for crying out loud!
This guy takes
Give me
forever
Christmas.
to get to his next line.
I'm sorry, fellas. I have a bad sense of
Is he...
Did he finish?
timing.
Oh my god, I was like, what?
What was he even talking about?
I
What
had
castle?
all these-
Why did he turn into a jet? What?
Things that went in my mind. Like, what is he gonna say? And what
I
was
have
it?
a bad sense
Of
timing. Yeah, the whole deal with like, it's as if Ronald McDonald had a child with Christopher Walken.
oh my god, it is.
Yeah, it's like because Christopher Walken's awkward like he's like, "Hello, I am Christopher Walken. Do you know how to get to the bus stop from here? Because I'm kind of lost. I've never been here before." And then it's like,
I can't
"Who are
even
you?"
try.
Gosh. Instead, the one thing you can do is a Little House on the Prairie. That guy's smile.
Oh my god, Michael Landon.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not doing it.
You don't have to. That always made me laugh when I was a kid. Every time she did that stupid smile, I'd die laughing.
Going on?
Maybe Morphman will explain. Please take it away, Mr. Morph.
Thank you. Let's have a closer look.
Wow.
Someplace.
20
Jesus.
seconds.
Seconds.
That was 20
That's
seconds
agonizing.
of silence.
You can only imagine with the attention span that kids have nowadays. Like they would probably see
They would
that.
throw it.
They would literally like start like you could literally see them just like
Yeah.
start convulsing because of the
Yeah, because
the
it's
aspect of having to
unreal
wait
the way
20 seconds.
graphics and things are now.
Oh
wow.
my gosh, everything's just like a dopamine release. It's like you click a notification, dopamine release. You click a game on a random like app store, dopamine release. You watch an ad, that's not a dopamine
That's
release.
not, no.
No, but yeah. Anyway,
Leave the screen alone, Sky.
Sky Rizzy, come here. Come here, Sky. Get over here. Don't bite the cable. No. Come here. No, don't bite that cable.
We're about to have technical difficulties.
I hope not. Yes, due to feline shenanigans.
Of a minute for 5 words.
Yahoo! Haven't seen any defenses. Spoke too soon.
Uh-oh.
Missed.
Hey now.
Yikes.
As Nathan's being attacked by the cat.
And he's dead.
Morphman?
I think he's dead.
It looked like fireworks to me.
So we lost?
It's like,
Is the video
hallelujah.
from the
He's
beginning?
gone.
Oh no. Does that mean...
So, where's this castle?
You gotta watch all the titles, all that boring flying again, and get this, you can't skip anything.
Wait, what did we even do
Non-skippable.
wrong? Was there gameplay there that we missed?
I think something was happening in the lower part of the screen that we didn't catch.
When you start the game, there is no main menu, no options, nothing. It
meanest
begins directly on this HUD.
Let's
I'd
get
say
back to the
Silver Bell
turret
is-
section from before.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Well-
stop. Look, seems like Morpho has a...
Silverbell actually, she seems the meanest, but she's actually a little
yeah.
a little butterball.
I don't know. She just,
You want to see my imitation of Silverbell? Be like, hey Silverbell, and cut to that scene from Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd going, yeah.
that's it. Yeah. I have that clip on my phone because it
Yeah.
reminds me of her. But she was born old.
Yes, born old and has stayed that way ever since.
a couple of options to choose from.
Is there a don't take a rocket to the face button?
Maybe,
Nope.
but which is it? Circle? The up directional arrow?
What do these buttons mean?
Let's
Who
just
knows?
push circle.
And he's dead.
So, where's this castle?
I have never wanted to kill a game
character so much in my entire life.
Fine,
either.
let's rewatch everything and try what I'm assuming is up.
Oh, look, he ejected from the jet.
You're telling me, in its first interactive element, the stupid game gives you 2 buttons to choose from, and one of them does absolutely nothing?
Why even design that button? Why show it? What was the purpose of that button?
Oh,
Illusion
that's
of choice.
confusing.
Yes.
But hold up.
The illusion, the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
Yes, it's always been a thing. It's like people are just like, it's like there's so many options. Are there though? Are there really?
Morphman eject from the jet? I thought his body was the jet.
What blew up? How did he eject from his own body?
What happened to his canard?
Hope the jet was insured.
Oh, great. He's still alive.
Let's watch and see what happens next.
Whee! Good view. Time to get serious. What? Damn is.
What's your
Help!
profanity?
An eagle! If I can just sample him! Here, eagle! Here, eagle! He won't stay put! There!
And samples the eagle, and thus
Got him! Got him off fast!
and here's the line. Say it with us now, kids.
I'm
I am
an
an
eagle!
Time out. Let's recap.
Morphman's jet body horror thing happened where he ejected from himself,
While falling, he manifested a parachute from his own anatomy.
which failed, meaning he purposely morphed a faulty parachute, again a part of his physique, which proceeded to fly away.
Damn!
It looked like
Morphman
he
then
just
screamed for help,
unbuckled
to
it.
which an
Yeah.
eagle promptly responded.
He shined a light ray straight
Yeah.
into the eagle's face while both characters' animations locked and rotated and free
Good
fall.
dance.
I'm an
Yeah.
eagle!
Bam! Morphman's an eagle.
Huh. Couldn't he have just turned back into a jet?
What is
Yeah, right?
anything? What is going on in this game?
Okay, clearly this title isn't going out of its way to explain its main character's abilities or the narrative. Maybe the back of the box has some clues?
Oh, it sure does. According to this, a world-renowned scientist, Professor Roberts, was kidnapped by villains.
Snake Rock?
They're experimenting with genetic mutations, robotics, as well as chemical and biological weapons. Sounds fun.
Morphman's job is to rescue the professor and blow up the research facility at all costs.
He does this by using a special molecular sampler. This gives Morphman the ability to alter his structure and objects around him to transform into a variety of
Might
things
be
to
able
help
morph
on the
into
mission.
something, but I
So,
don't
the
like
back of the-
whole sampling. Who came up with that? Let me sample you.
If I sampled Kate, could I turn into Kate? If I sampled Tyra Banks, would I turn into Tyra Banks?
Well, according to Morphman.
I was gonna say something offensive, but I'm glad I stopped myself.
You're in front of your mother.
Oh no, well, it wouldn't
I
offend
am the
you.
mother.
It wouldn't offend you. it would offend some people out there.
Yeah, well, we don't want to do
Box
that.
admits that Morphman basically chucked away pieces of his body when he jumped out of the jet and lost his parachute?
So now we have the story and we understand the gameplay. Push random buttons to progress this incredible narrative.
I'm an eagle!
But how much more game could there possibly be? Feels like we've been playing this for hours.
That's it.
Okay, so Morphman is an eagle.
I'm an eagle!
He uses his ability to safely land on the ground and turn back into a human.
Human. Oh, great. The sound effects are glitching.
Is that what's happening?
Made it!
Yeah.
Is
thought it
that
was-
the goober
yeah.
that shot at me?
And he's dead again. So, where's
Should we
the...
go back to the...
Where's
No.
this castle?
No.
That did not just happen. We've got to start from the beginning again.
Where?
Where were the action choice buttons? Did you see them?
Let's rewatch that sequence one more time.
For like a second.
No way. That was barely 2 seconds. And just to mess with you, it's the same buttons as last time, but in the opposite order.
Okay, well, obviously we can't eject again because he's a human.
Unless Morphman ejects a smaller Morphman from Morphman.
No, that's stupid. Just push the circle.
Please.
So, where's this castle?
No, I can't do this anymore.
Okay, so apparently you had to push the eject button. Only it's not eject anymore because these buttons can mean anything at any time for any reason.
Do not expect to learn this interface.
Oh, here, look. The buttons have changed again, and now the
Fish.
symbols are different than they were
Yeah.
before.
So I
Out
guess
of
we
water.
Yeah. A fish. I will turn it to a fish. Sheesh. Oh, okay. I'm silencing this bitch. They'll probably still buzz, but hopefully won't be as annoying.
can't rely on ejecting out of every situation. But wow, I can't even begin to understand what these buttons and their symbols mean.
Okay, Morphman needs to find a way to get across this moat in front of the castle. I think we're supposed to sample this fish here.
Oh, but don't hesitate.
What is going on?
What? Morphman automatically
got ate by
sampled
the
that
Loch Ness
eagle while
Monster.
we were free
I
falling.
don't know
We
what it
didn't have to
was.
push a
An
button.
arm.
an eagle.
I don't know
Now
either.
suddenly we have to push a button? This game's totally inconsistent.
We sample the fish and
Great, now you can fin somebody to death.
Or die from
Yeah.
lack of water.
graceful.
Beautiful. Once submerged, we're given an underwater maze with no clue as to which direction to head. Oh, and if you don't react in just the right way,
Your lunch.
if you're lucky and incredibly patient, Morphman will awkwardly flop his fishy body out into an underwater cave. Here, we sample a bat.
As a fish, you also have
So yeah, that was... Jax came into the house for a second. I was worried he was about to
I was
run
like,
over
thinking
here
we're
and
gonna
just-
get tackled.
Yep, we're done. We're toast.
He's like a huge standard poodle, and he's a puppy, and he thinks he weighs 5 pounds,
He
and
has no self-control.
he has none.
Yes.
None.
But anyway, he sampled the bat.
Sample a bat.
Now I can become
As a fish, you also
Batman.
have access to a forest, which doesn't make sense geographically when you consider the moat we saw from the sky earlier. But when you're a fast food clown sampling huge insects to morph into at your leisure, why ask questions?
And yes, throughout this experience, you're forced to sample creatures. Failure to do so results in Morphman's untimely death.
Hey.
Like here.
No biting the potatoes. Death by bat.
Bravo!
Oh yeah, you pulled those flowers out of his ass.
After we finish sampling the local wildlife and worm our way through the rest of the moat maze, we finally make it into the castle through some sort of well.
Oh, look! A puppy!
Cool.
now
Looks
you're
like our
dead.
window for action choice has gone down from 2 seconds to 1.
When you do make the right
Hooray.
choice, Fishy Morphman squirts the Robo-dog with questionable yellow liquid.
Huzzah! Morphman in the house.
But look, another dog bot. He seems to be shooting lasers from his,
Canard.
Someone designed a
Canard.
Robo-dog
Yeah,
that pees
canards.
lasers. Pull that one over.
Apparently, Morphman doesn't need to give it a second thought. He immediately samples PP Laser Dog. Morphman takes out a few more Robo-dogs with his not penis laser.
We keep moseying along, and it's at this point that we're starting to get a clearer picture of what's going on in this game.
Yeah, remember when we were talking about rich media and the opportunities that CD-ROM technology afforded designers?
Well, here it is, 1993. They were working with a storage medium with tons of space.
But instead of designing a game that leveraged CD-ROM technology to make interesting gameplay, the developers of Morphman decided to create incredibly drawn-out animations that feel like they're included just because they had the space to do so.
We've got room, let's add an ant.
Other games would typically just utilize cuts from one section to the next in a logical way to keep the action moving,
Night
but
Trap.
no. Here, we get this.
I better keep moving. Ouch! That wood is hard.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Mom.
I'll try this door. An elevator.
An elevator.
In I go. Going down. Bit dark in here.
Seriously,
God.
we don't need to see every footstep our character
Or
takes.
hear.
Also, we don't need Morphman describing every little detail. The wood is hard? Gosh, thanks, Morphman. Did you also
Phrasing.
know that water's wet? Riveting, I know.
Maybe this step-by-step approach would be okay if the visuals offered something engaging.
But in most instances, you won't see much. Barely any setting decoration, let alone actual points of interest. This is the same year we got Myst. And when you see these games side by side, Myst feels like it's from the freaking future.
Future.
Yeah.
Anyway.
After descending into the depths of the castle, we make our way to some kind of Robo-dog factory. Morphman takes out the machinery constructing the metal pooches, and we get more classic dialogue, like,
Ah!
and
Double ha!
Better keep
Nah.
moving, and we should keep our eyes peeled.
Double
Who
R.
knows what else could be lurking down here?
The guy's got gas.
What?
I'm the gas man.
Gas man.
And he's just gonna like instead of just like this. A lot of people are just like, oh, he's blowing steam in his face. No, he's flatulating. He's,
Oh my God.
He's blowing hot. He's just blowing hot steamer like gas right in his face, just like. That's what I imagine.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh.
oh
And
yeah,
now he's
okay,
dead.
sure, why not? That would explain it. Yeah, the industrial airtight door. There was a gas man.
Ah, but how does one do battle with that which is neither solid nor liquid?
Laser.
Creative. So far, laser has been the solution to a lot of Morphman's issues.
Yes.
Laser. Laser. Laser.
Oh, look, another airtight door. It's opening all on its own to reveal.
Rattle me
A dead
bones!
skeleton
It's a
thing.
skeleton.
A dead skeleton
You
thing.
think anyone proofread the script for this game?
Act scared.
At this point, I'd be surprised if gerbils and tiny typewriters weren't involved.
Morphman decides to
wouldn't be
sample a
surprised
skeleton. Because why not? Our HUD is now filled with morphables, but none of these icons matter because you can't actually interact with them. Yes, you're given a morph button at certain times in the game, but our hero simply morphs
you
into
can't
whatever the devs
select
choose
who
him
you
to
wanna
be
morph.
in a specific
Nope.
situation. Yep, you never get to choose what morph.
No, you never get to choose. You can only
That doesn't
watch.
sound like a.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun. Because it's like, what the Robo-dog? What could I use to fight the Robo-dog?
I don't
Freaking
know.
jet plane? Turn into a jet plane and just blow it up with your missiles? I don't know. Be more fun than this shit.
He only has lasers.
Morphman morphs into in the morphing game Morphman.
It's just gerbils.
Just
all the way down.
gerbils.
The next
That's all it
section of the
seems to be.
game is another maze. Unlike the Fishy Labyrinth mode earlier, which you could stumble your way through, this section is designed specifically to waste your time.
Here's how it works. Morphman is presented with 2 levers. Choose the left arrow icon or the right.
No, there are no clues as to what the correct lever could be. You're just as well off flipping a coin. Either you are correct, or this happens. Try it again.
If you choose correctly, hooray! You're rewarded with Morphman's painfully stiff walk cycle to the next section, where
Morphman is presented
He
again
does.
with
He's
2
walking around, he's gotta take a
levers.
shit.
deja vu! Flip a coin. Either you're correct or this happens. By the way, if you fail here and didn't save before making your decision, you get to start the maze all over again right from the start. Hope you're memorizing correct lever pulls.
If Morphman didn't tumble through a trapdoor on his second lever decision, look. They've recycled his hallway strut. And at the end,
Morphman is presented with 2 levers.
are
I imagine
you
the
kidding
strut.
me? How many times?
I imagine the strut being like from Saturday Night Fever, you know, Tony in the beginning, him strutting down the street with the like Disco Inferno. Doom 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 down doom 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 doom. Oh gosh.
Now you sound like the guy on the, oh my God, the Holiday. Da do 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 do. Remember he
Yeah.
he
I
said
remember that.
doodle.
Are they going to reuse the same assets?
About a half dozen times.
With a 50% risk of failing every time you come to a new set of levers, you're going to be seeing these halls a lot.
At the end of the coin flip lever challenge, even Morphman is sick of this crap.
Hope this is the end. Door! Woo!
In the next room, Morphman encounters a tube.
Gas is in the tube! Making a gas man, I bet!
Without prompt, Morphman automatically lasers it.
Wait a second, let's watch that again. Okay, yeah,
Whoa.
just as I thought, they totally ripped off the D-Res sound from the movie Tron.
It's slowed down.
I don't know what's more amazing, the fact that they thought they could get away with this, or that you've watched Tron enough to catch a single 3-second sound effect.
Both leave me feeling equally hollow, honestly.
Oh, come
Moving on,
Tron's
Morphman
that
finds
thing.
another factory where naked putty people are de-skinned and turned into skeletons.
But look out! Some of these skeletons have swords, and when they ever so lightly graze our hero,
He explodes.
You'd think that Morphman would just laser these bony minions to dust like he's lasered just about every bad dude up until this point, but we're not given the option.
and that's because, as we all know, the only way to defeat a skeleton with a sword is to become a skeleton with a sword. En garde!
No, hold on. What?
What's wrong?
When Morphman
Yeah.
sampled the skeletons earlier, that skeleton
didn't have a
didn't
sword.
have a sword.
Act scared!
So why is he able to morph an unsampled sword? Why not just morph a sword
Don't know.
into his hand? Why become a skeleton? Surely Morphman would prefer to have freaking eyes while taking part in combat that heavily relies on hand-eye coordination.
Maybe skeletons are immune to stabs?
Skeletons aren't immune to stabs. Sadly, you need to perfectly dodge and parry by clicking buttons that mean nothing to the player. More super quick trial and error.
With the skeletons finally wiped out, it's on to another elevator.
Down again!
When the thing stops, we're given 2 options to choose from. But before we can do anything,
Wait, this game
Sounds like
has
me
a
when I'm waking up.
freaking Minotaur?
and they didn't include it in the maze. Busting cliches over
like
here. Let's see how
Jackson
this
in the
plays
morning.
out.
Yeah, or it sounds like me after I've had too much to drink. That's how I'm gonna be sounding like tonight, because I guarantee you they're gonna donate enough to make me drink the nuclear option.
Oh no.
That's that bottle of Hypnotic again.
Ugh.
If you're watching this, I survived because I'm the only one editing this. So hopefully I'll still be alive. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
And now you're dead.
Excuse me, Morphman, the game? Hi, I'm Logic. Can I interest you in physics, character animations, or any semblance of quality? Nah, I'm good.
If you react properly at the elevator, Morphman rushes into the Minotaur's chamber, and you're given another split-second choice. Surprise! We didn't make it the first time.
Later, we attempt to use Morphman's one-and-done attack laser. You know, the thing that's worked every single time? Well, the Minotaur doesn't like this.
And just throws a beam at you.
Beam.
And then you get taken away by a giant ant. Because why not?
This game's kind of growing on me.
No. Lasers alone can't defeat the Minotaur. That would be ludicrous. Instead, Morphman uses his fantastic powers to morph into a Robo-dog and take out the Minotaur.
With lasers.
Brilliant! Brilliant! Now, Morphman takes out an ant, morphs into an ant, and skitters out into a nearby tunnel.
This is a maze, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, canards.
Lots of guessing and deaths to be had here.
And
Plenty of ant butt.
Plenty of ant butt.
Eventually, Morphman is home free.
Good to be out of Antville.
He zwoops back into his humanoid self and comes across a massive hole.
Look, it's where the creators of Morphman tossed their budget.
Let's try jumping over it.
down the drain.
Well,
And now
that
he's
didn't
dead.
work out.
didn't work.
Guess it's time to press the generic morph button and see what happens.
He's an eagle. A bat.
Bat.
Man,
No, he's not. That's me. I'm a Batman.
Great, it's on to another maze, fluttering around as a bat. This maze can become an endless loop if you don't continue to hit the right direction.
look at this. Nothing says compelling superhero action
Yeah.
like poorly rendered colonoscopy
is-
footage.
You
It
know
is
the drill by
colonoscopy
now.
footage,
Hit the
yeah.
right directional.
I thought I recognized that.
Yeah, me too. Because it's just like, oh yeah, I need to have one of those done. Well, I am 36, almost 37, and my family does have a history of cancer, so never hurts. Never hurts to find out.
That's right.
Cues at the right time, and Morphman eventually finds his way out.
After turning back into
Eventually.
human form, we confront a machine making rock people. Take too long, you get rocked.
Oh god, it's making
Boom
Dwayne
goes
the
the
Rock
rock
Johnson.
machine. Later, we find train tracks.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Dwayne Rock Johnson.
You can't
And
even
more
distinguish
critters.
those from the
Stones
sides of the
shall not
walls.
hurt me.
He's
And you
dead.
gotta fight the urge to think with lasers on this one. Turns out Morphman has to take advantage of a nearby rocket.
As you'd expect, Morphman has a random chance as to which button is the correct one to push. But that's not our biggest gripe here.
Holy crap! Did Morphman just turn into a giant? His hands the size of a single button one moment. The next, he can easily straddle an entire freaking rocket.
Step aside, boys.
We died a lot in this game, and it taught us one important truth. Never choose the circle. It will always kill you. It is never and will never be the circle.
The circle.
So we select the not circle option, and Morphman somersaults away from the jetting rocket, and we finally meet up with Professor Robertson.
Hi, Professor.
Great! Time
he
to break the
related to the
prof
Dread
free
Pirate
and get the
Robert?
heck
Yeah,
away
Princess
from this
Bride.
nightmare island.
You think we're basically done
Hang on,
heroing
man.
at this point, but Morphman can still die in surprisingly eclectic ways here.
Like by blowing up a rocket in the room.
Oh shit.
Or accidentally falling out of a hole in the wall.
With the professor.
But come on, we all know there's only one way to kick rocks in Morphman. It's morphing time.
I am an eagle.
Oh no.
I'm an eagle.
Wonderful, and there we have it. Time
I'm
to
an
sit
eagle.
back
Flies
and
him
take in
away.
this ending.
He's making major speed right there compared to flying in. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
also carrying someone.
Yeah. Morphman saves the day again.
Thank God.
The end.
Guess they're heading to the Shire or
My
something.
existence,
You might think we
please.
paused the video here, but no. This is the end of the game.
The screen locks up and it doesn't feature any credits or anything. Now that's quality.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
by today's standards, we might consider the animations in this game super primitive. But honestly, this was probably a very difficult project to pull off using the tools and techniques at the time. For 1993, they made decent use of computer-generated graphics.
But in the end, we're not just watching a CG movie here, we're playing a game. A game that
Yeah,
offers a
a
useless
bad one.
HUD, frustrating action choices, horrific writing, and dozens of other issues.
his
Let's
voice.
face it, as an interactive experience, we
yeah,
don't need to
there you
use
go.
the almighty power of Morph to come to one unchangeable conclusion.
It's just bad.
Yes,
Yes,
I agree 100%.
I do
It's
too.
just bad.
that was painful.
I know. I'd probably say even just as, if not more painful than the first time we watched it.
Yeah, I was struggling this time. I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, no, it's okay.
I was like, yeah. No, I was just sitting here. I'm just like, why are we?
I know
still...
you're like, where's the
No,
cat?
no, I'm just like, why are we still here?
No, you're looking like, where's the cat? I
Just
need
to suffer.
something to get. To
Well,
keep me
yeah,
from
that's why whenever
paying
Daisy
attention.
came over, I'm just like, hey Daisy, thank you for distracting me from this horrible freaking game. But yeah,
Seriously.
it's just bad. And
Agreed.
yeah,
And
I don't know what I could do to ever not play this game. This game just no, I couldn't do it.
no, not at all.
I couldn't do it, man. This
And-
hurts me.
And who wanted this watched?
Steven.
Hi, Steven. That was painful, dude.
Yeah. Unanimously with me, Mother. Why don't we give Steven a hand gesture that tells him what we think of him? One,
Okay.
2,
I'm scared.
3. We're just joking, Steve. We love
Yeah,
you. Thank
just
you for
just
sending
kidding.
that in. Thank
I
you-
had fun.
Yeah.
And it was great hanging out with you guys again.
Yeah. And we're going to be hopefully doing more videos here soon. We'll see. But yeah.
I'm gonna go and outdrink him on the stream, I think.
If you can make it. I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, that's the thing. Where I stream so late, it's like way past her bedtime.
Oh, shut up.
Oh gosh. Okay, but yeah. Everyone, thank you all very much for tuning in. I am so sorry you had to go through this again, Mom.
It's okay.
And
Got to hang out with you.
oh yeah. And thank you all again. And till next time, I'm Nate,
I'm Ann.
and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.